Nice to meet you. I'm Ida Tuffin. I'm the one who's been dating your brother Philip. I have to apologize. Philip and I have been seeing each other for a while already, yet it's only now that I'm getting my formalities out of the way. I wish I could have done it sooner.
Hello. Don't worry, I know all about you. Phil told me as much. Thank you for always treating him with such kindness. He's my brother after all. He means a lot to me. I'll continue to leave him in your care.
Oh, no. It's no trouble at all. Treating him with kindness is the least I can do for him. Phil's always there for me, and he takes such good care of me in return. Oh, I mean Philip.
Oh, don't worry about it. You don't need to correct yourself. He only lets people close to him use that nickname for him, but you've been together for long enough. I'd say you have every right to be using that nickname for him. But I really do have to apologize. It's really unfortunate that we don't have the chance to greet each other face to face. Having to do it over text feels really impersonal, but it can't be helped.
Oh no, not at all. I completely understand your situation. Phil told me as much. He said you're always busy having to do stuff. And even now they have you out working overseas.
Yep, that's exactly right, unfortunately. Phil had expressed wanting to introduce me to someone he was in a relationship with, and hearing that, I of course wanted to rush over there as soon as I can. But I just couldn't find the time. It had cost a lot of money and time away from work, and my higher-ups really didn't want to let me go back right now.
It's okay, it can't be helped. Work comes first after all. If anything, I'm the one who should be apologizing here. I'm the one who told Phil that I really wanted to meet you. Looking back, I think I was just a tad bit too pushy about it, so I might have felt pressured. I do feel bad about it. It's just that I desperately wanted to make your acquaintance by any means necessary.
Don't worry about it. Thanks. Even if things didn't work out in the end, I'm still touched that you wanted to talk to me so badly. If it makes you feel any better, I was always wondering about what kind of person you were, considering that you're the one my brother chose to have as his partner. I wanted to have the chance to speak with you myself too, especially if I could do it face to face. It's unfortunate we could only meet over text, but honestly, I can tell already that you seem like a good person. What a relief. I feel perfectly at ease with the idea of leaving my brother in your care. I just know he's in good hands.
Oh, not at all. We first met because we happened to have part-time jobs working at the same place. But what really got us talking was realizing we had the same last name. Neither of us had ever met anyone outside of our family with this last name, and it's apparently an extremely uncommon one in the US. So of course we got super excited that we spotted each other out in the wild. From then on, we became friends for a good long while. But who would have thought we'd get along so well we'd wind up dating? You really never know where life will take you, huh?
Oh, are you talking about when Phil worked at that one chain restaurant? Now that I think about it, he did say that there was a girl there with the exact same last name as us, so that was a huge surprise. I see. So that was you he was talking about, huh?
Oh, he told you about me? That makes me happy to hear. Actually, at the time, I didn't think anything of it. But he told me once back then that he wished that we'd get to meet again once we're both full-fledged working adults.
Wow, really? He said that? He doesn't usually talk to me about stuff like that. So it makes me happy to hear that he's expressed those sorts of things to you.
I'm not really good at these kinds of conversations myself either, but I wanted to try my best to be more open to you at least.
I see. Thank you. Now, how have you two been getting along? Have you ever run into any problems or quarrels with one another?
No, not at all. He's the best boyfriend I could ever ask for, honestly. He's so nice and always treats me well. And he gets along very well with my parents.
I see. Whew, that's a relief. I think you know this already, but our parents passed on long ago. So I think Phil has his moments that show his upbringing. Like he may have moments when he seems to lack common sense, since our parents couldn't stay around long enough to teach him. So seriously, if he ever does something out of line, don't hesitate to tell me right away. I'll do my best to set him straight again.
Oh, no way! I don't think I'll need to worry about having to do that at all. He's always really considerate of me and takes good care of me. It really is unfortunate that your parents had to pass away so early. But you've given him a fine upbringing in their place, even if it must have been difficult considering how young you were. Phil is really proud of you, and he brags about you every chance he gets.
Wow, really? I had no idea. He's never said anything like that to me before. Honestly, it makes me feel a little bashful since I'm not used to him talking that way about me, even if he isn't saying it to me directly.
Oh, you have no idea about the extent of it. Ever since we started dating, he's told me over and over again about how he's the way he is today, all thanks to you, and that you're the one who gave him the good life he gets to enjoy now.
Ah, stop. My face is getting all red now. It's too much. It really has been a delight talking with you. Whenever I have the chance to get back to the States, I think I'd like to hear more about that in detail, along with other things, of course.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. Although, when's the next time you're going to be coming back here? Do you already have any plans?
Well, I think I'll be able to return at least once this summer. But I have to go all the way to California. And because of how far away it is, I don't think I'll be able to go back home.
I see. That's really unfortunate. But I understand. Then the next time you're able to come over here, please allow me to introduce myself formally, face to face this time.
Of course. Until then, I leave Phil in your care.
Of course! Leave him to me. Talk to you later!
Got it. See you later. Hey, sorry for coming out of the blue like this. Can I have a moment of your time so we can talk?
Oh, hello! Perfect timing! I was just about to text you myself. So I'm completely down to talk.
Oh, really now? Did you have some business you wanted to speak to me about?
Well, I'm not sure if I describe it like that, but I was wondering if you'd already heard from Phil?
I sure did. You two are getting married, right?
Yes, that's right. He proposed to me last week, and I said yes on the spot.
Congratulations. I'm not gonna lie, it was a huge shock to learn that my little brother was gonna get married. They really do grow up so fast. But regardless, I'm super happy for you two. I know my little brother will be in good hands, so please continue to take care of him for many years to come.
Believe me, I was also super shocked. I hadn't expected for him to propose to me out of the blue like that. But I couldn't wait to let the good news get out. So once I told my folks and companions back home all about it, they were super thrilled. They said they'd go all out to celebrate our marriage together.
Wow, I see. You seem to have a lot of friends back home.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess, but honestly, they're a little bit different from friends. I guess I might as well come out and say it, since it won't do me much good to pretend it never happened, but I used to be a bit of a delinquent, so...
Oh, I see.
Are you not surprised? Most people would freak out at me.
Even if you used to be a delinquent, that's all in the past, right? And everyone's had their rebellious moments, especially when they're younger. I've only known you through our texts up until now, so perhaps I'm in no position to give any opinions. But all I've been thinking is what a good person you seem to be. How you are right now matters more to me than your past. Plus, you're who Phil decided to have as his partner, and I respect and trust his decisions. And since it's his life, I have no right to say anything against what he decides for himself.
Oh, Millie! Thank you so much. That means the world to me. I'm so relieved. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't been even a little bit worried about that. If you couldn't accept our marriage because of my past, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. It's not like I could go back in time and change things either.
Well, no matter what, I trust Phil and his ability to think for himself. Oh yeah, incidentally, once you get married, you're going to be needing a place to live together, right? What'll you be doing about that? If I recall correctly, Phil is still living in our house and hasn't moved in with you yet, right?
Yeah, about that. We hadn't told you anything about it, but I've actually already been living there together with him for a while now.
What? Really?
Yeah, it was exactly planned, but a lot of things happened that caused me to have to live there with him. Like suddenly being told by my landlord that I have to leave at once. And of course I told Phil about that. That's when he offered me a place to stay. And because of that, I've started living together with him in his house ever since.
Wow, okay. I see. That's news to me. He didn't say a single word about that to me. So I was left completely in the dark.
If I recall correctly, you almost never come back home because you're so busy with work and being sent overseas and stuff, right? Because of that, Phil and I have been discussing things. Our current lifestyle of living together in this house has been going great so far, so we've been thinking about seeing if we could continue doing so just like we have been. Are you not in agreement? Will that be bad for you somehow?
I mean, I don't particularly mind that much, but...
Really? Oh, I'm so glad! If I must be blunt, having to pay for rent when we have a perfectly good and empty house to live in would be such a waste of money, so that's a huge relief to hear. Phil's always been the type to mince words and dodge the subject. He doesn't like to come out and directly say what's on his mind without beating around the bush. So I thought that maybe I had to take the initiative and do it for him. And I'm so glad I did. I'm glad I had the chance to talk to you today.
I see. Good for you, I suppose. But it's not like I'm never gonna come back to the States. And when I do finally go back home, I was fully intending to live in that house again.
Oh, I see. What to do now? To be honest, your room has kind of become like my personal storage room right now.
What? Then what did you do with all my stuff? I left most of my belongings there before I had to go overseas.
Oh, don't worry, they're still safe and sound. I've left all your things as they were. Well, I say all that, but I just have way too much stuff in here. Even though I haven't moved any of your stuff, it's so buried in my stuff that it'll be really hard to get to.
Huh. No, that's kind of a problem for me. If you really need to use my room for extra storage, I'd really like for there to at least be enough room to get to my own stuff and take them out if I need to.
This is kind of hard for me to say, but I'll just come right out and say it. But Millet, you're sent overseas to work, right? The fact you get sent on assignments like that must mean you make quite a lot of money to make up for it, right? Then why do you need this house so badly? Why don't you just buy another house closer to your workplace? Or something like that? Is that not possible? And then leave this house for Phil and I to live in together as a couple.
I really don't know if that can work for me. The idea of not only having a house in the States, but also having to deal with another in a completely different country? No matter what, I don't make nearly enough money for that to be a viable solution. It'd hurt my wallet really badly.
I see. That's too bad. But still, this house that Phil is living in is considered your family home, right? You two don't have any parents to go home to, so this is supposed to be the next best equivalent. And because of that, you told Phil that he doesn't have to pay rent so long as he lives here. That's what you said, right?
I did say that to him, but if you're gonna bring that up, then that changes things.
I mean, that's kind of the whole basis for our line of reasoning to live here together. If we have to pay rent, it'll be harder for us to get by. And to be frank, there's no room for you to live here anymore either. So if you could just go and get a different place somewhere else, it'll make the both of us very happy.
Well, but either way, that house is still mine no matter what you're making of it in the moment. And honestly, I'm not really big on the idea of you two doing whatever you want with it, to be honest.
Why not? Do you understand that I'm your brother's fiance right now? That means I'm going to become a part of your family soon. And yet you're treating me like I'm a pest? It really makes me sad that you think of me that way.
No, I didn't say that at all. I don't think of you that way. It's just, even if it's a little, I'd really like you to pay rent if you're going to insist on living there. Or if you don't want to pay rent, at least leave my room alone or make it so I'm still able to use it whenever I go back. I need you to choose one or the other.
I'm sorry. I hate to be blunt, but you're way older than Phil or me, right? To the point that even though we'll technically be sisters-in-law, you're gonna feel more like a mother-in-law to me. And you know how people feel about mother-in-laws, right? The idea of living together with you for even a short while is a really unpleasant thought. It'll be hard to make it work.
I see. I guess I can understand your perspective. Then let's forget about that and focus on discussing rent then. Can you at least tell Phil that? You two are grown adults now, so I think you two should be able to think this over and come to a rational decision together, right?
What? Boo? What do you need rent for? You raised Phil in your parents' place, right? That means you're basically like his parent. And isn't it common for a parent to pass down their house to their children?
I'm sorry. I won't lie and say I don't have any feelings like that. But in the end, I'm not a parent. I'm his sister. And he's already a fully fledged adult. I need him to be able to take some responsibility for himself. The least he can do is pay rent if you two will be making it so I can't come home. I understand it might be hard to talk to him about this all directly. So I'll reach out to talk about this all more in depth.
Oh, you don't have to worry about doing that. I'll talk to him about everything myself, don't worry.
Really? You will? Are you sure?
Of course! I mean, we're gonna become a married couple soon. And as a married couple, we're gonna need to talk about serious matters like that together, or we're not gonna make it. We're partners. But if it looks like he's not up to the idea, then you better forget about it, okay?
I guess if it comes down to that, I'll think things over again as well.
I don't need you to think at all. Just give up. Anyhow, I'm gonna go talk with Phil now. Bye! Millie! About what we were talking about before? I told him about what you said to me.
Oh, I see. That's good. And what did he say?
He said it was completely out of the question. He doesn't want to leave the house he's currently living in. And having to pay rent at all will be too much of a financial burden on us. It'll put a huge dent in our wallet. And he said he doesn't understand why he should be paying you rent in the first place. You two are family.
Really? Did Phil really say something like that?
Yeah. Duh. I told him about everything he wanted to say to him, so he understands the full picture, and we came to a consensus.
I see.
Oh, and he told me I don't have to leave either. And that even after we get married, we should continue to live here just as we have been. You have plenty of money to work with, so he's sure you'll be able to work out a new living situation once you get back.
I see. So he really said something like that, huh? Got it. Thank you for keeping your word.
And that means things can continue as they are, right? And I can continue living here with no complaints from you, right?
I'm still trying to think about where I should go from here. But yeah, for now, you can remain there for the time being.
What do you mean for the time being? You don't mean that I can be here permanently? Weren't you supposed to give up if he told you no?
I don't recall ever agreeing or saying that myself. You're the one who went ahead and said that. I didn't agree.
So, like, the truth is that I come from a super poor family that doesn't have a lot of money, and I also don't make much money myself. And the money I do make mostly goes to my family to help support them. So even when I get my paycheck, it's all drained really quick. So if we have to rent out a house, I won't be able to afford to marry Phil.
I see. That sounds like it's really tough.
Right? So you can reconsider things and look at my situation. Put yourself in my shoes and understand my plight. I mean, we're already in the beginning stages of planning out our wedding ceremony. And thanks to that, the whole thing has started to feel much more real, and it's gotten us super pumped. We're both really excited.
I mean, I'd figure.
And you do understand that we're going to become sister-in-law, right? Don't you want our relationship to remain in good standing? There's no better way to ensure that we'll continue getting along than to give us a house to live in. Although we're already living in it, so all you have to do is let this whole issue go.
I mean, sure, but I worked my butt off to save up enough money to buy that house. That's where Phil and I lived, supporting each other as we learned how to live without our parents. And because of that, it's a house that holds a lot of precious memories for me. I'm reluctant to let it go so easily.
Man, the second I decided to get married is the second I start being tormented by someone who's basically going to become my mother-in-law. That has to be a new record. To be tormented before we're even officially married yet? I had no idea that this would happen. Maybe marrying Phil was a mistake after all.
Hey, hold on there. Saying that I'm tormenting you is going way too far, no matter how you look at it. I'm not saying all this with the explicit purpose of antagonizing you.
I mean, I'm just calling it what it is. If the shoe fits, that's what you're doing to me. We're finally getting married, Yet you're treating me like this? Don't you think you're being way too cruel to me? You think this horrible behavior toward me is acceptable? This should be where we're shaking hands and agreeing to do our best together from now on, And yet, as a wedding gift to us, you're stealing our home?
I'm sorry. I don't intend to steal anything from you, let alone a home. That's not why I'm saying all this. You know what? I understand now. I should have spoken to Phil directly about this myself in the first place. I think it was a mistake to leave it to you after all. Sorry about that.
What? You're gonna talk to him directly? Just wait a second here. I told you we've already talked this over. Our conversation is through. What's the point in opening that back up? You're just gonna get the same answer.
I mean, this is a problem between us family members. It's true that you're going to be becoming a part of our family very soon, but I really think this is something I need to talk about directly with him since we grew up together.
No, just listen to me. It's already been decided. You can't change his mind. So don't say anything unnecessary to him. I mean, he's gonna get super busy from here on out. And I'm also busy with making plans for our wedding. He definitely has absolutely no time to be revisiting this topic with you. It's like beating a dead horse. It's pointless. You're gonna be wasting his time. If you must talk to him, wait until after the wedding. Goodbye.
Huh? Hey, just hold on. Wait a second. Ida?
Millie? Where are you right now?
You're really wondering where I am right now? I'm at my own house, obviously.
Hey, it's the day of our wedding, Why aren't you gonna attend? You're really okay with missing out on your own brother's wedding?
What on earth are you talking about? We met not too long ago, didn't we?
Huh?
Come on, I know Phil showed you a picture of me, so I thought you were fully aware it was me that you were talking to. I have to say that was quite some attitude you gave me. I didn't know you had that in you.
So you really were that person I was talking to just a little bit ago?
Yep, that sure was me. And I clearly remember exactly what you said to me. You demanded to know who the hell I was, making fun of me for deciding to wear a pantsuit to the wedding and saying that no one in their right mind would wear something like that. And you treated me like that all because you didn't like what I chose to wear.
Well, how should I put this? If I'd known who you are. Oh, that's right. It was just a bit of a misunderstanding. I was taken a bit off guard is all. Like who'd wear a pantsuit to a wedding? I thought it was rare to see. I've only seen one big name person wear it, not regular people, so I might have sounded ruder than I intended to be.
Even if that was the case. Considering I was clearly someone who was invited, don't you think that sort of attitude toward me was unacceptable regardless of who I was?
I'm so sorry. I was just thinking that you might be Phil's ex-girlfriend or something, and making weird assumptions that I really shouldn't have.
I see. Then I suppose it couldn't be helped.
Right. I'm right, aren't I? I'm so sorry for my misconduct. See, I apologized, right? Then could you please come back to the venue to attend our wedding?
I'm sorry, but I don't think that'll be possible. I can't.
Huh? Why not?
Well, you see, I was just talking with Phil not too long ago. About your marriage, of course.
Huh? What exactly are you saying here?
Well, if you insist, I suppose I'll tell you the results of that discussion. Basically, he's breaking off your engagement. You two won't be getting married after all. And of course, the wedding's off. As we speak, Phil is letting all of your attendees know about the unfortunate news.
Hey, hold on! Just wait a second! What on earth are you saying? I don't understand! Or rather, what the hell did you do all that for?
Sit down and reflect on your own actions up until now. Did you really believe that this wedding would go off without a hitch? That your marriage would go well? Did you think you could continue lying to us and deceiving us forever?
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. You aren't making any sense to me.
Let's see. I suppose I'll start with the whole rent situation just to make things easier for you to digest.
Huh? But we've already been over this. Our decision has been made. End of story.
No, it wasn't the end of this story. I actually contacted your parents, and I told them about what you were saying about the house.
What?
That's right. Honestly, I was thinking that things felt a little fishy and that we weren't on the same page. It seems that you've been lying, saying that you've still been living in an apartment paying for your own rent all by yourself.
Well, that could be easily explained. I just really didn't want to worry my parents. I don't think that's so strange, right?
But that's just another lie, isn't it?
What?
You were talking about how you were all poor, but your dad's one of the higher-ups at a prestigious company, and your mom is still working herself. And when I talked to them about my proposal for you to pay rent in order to stay in my house, they actually said they fully intended to pay for you if need be.
What? Why the hell are you talking about things like that?
Of course I turned them down, because there's no need for them to. Phil's been paying for your rent.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
That's right. He wants to properly take responsibility for the house and take care of it. And he didn't see any reason to tell you about it. So he told me he was going to pay for both of your rents. And he's been sending me those payments every month.
Excuse me? What the hell are you doing of your own accord? No one gave you permission to do something like that.
Permission? Who's the one really doing things of her own accord here?
Well, I mean...
I was really busy and it was hard for me to find the time I needed to go back home. In the end, I could only make it on the actual day of the wedding. And I only had the chance to speak in person with Phil himself. But, Ida, you were saying you were working. But that's actually a lie now, isn't it? You aren't working at all.
Huh? What are you saying? Of course I am.
Well then, what are you doing while Phil's out working?
Like I said, I'm obviously out working too. I don't sit around the house all day like some bum.
I guess that's half true. It's true that you aren't working, and it's also true that you're not sitting around the house all day. And that's because you're too busy meeting up with your ex-boyfriend.
What? That's outrageous. I haven't been seeing him at all.
Don't play dumb. I already know everything. Phil actually was talking about this stuff to me.
Just hold on a second. I just don't understand. What is this?
Yeah, you weren't slick, but he was willing to give you a chance. If you decided to break off your relationship with him before your wedding ceremony, he was planning to let it slide. But I heard that you were with your boyfriend in the middle of the night yesterday, right?
What? No, you've got it wrong. I promise you have the wrong idea.
You don't need to make any excuses to me, because Phil actually had a chance to speak with your ex himself.
Huh?
That's right. And Phil made a promise to him. If he forked over all of your WhatsApp conversations, pictures, and talked about your relationship together, he wouldn't seek any financial compensation from him.
No, I don't get it. What on earth are you talking about?
You told him that if you and Phil got married, you wouldn't have to work anymore, and you'd get to live in a big house. And you said that if you pretended to work, you'd be able to see him as often as you wanted without being caught. It was your proposal to your ex that you started seeing each other again. He didn't come to you, you came to him. It's kind of incredible hearing that you were thinking about those kinds of things this entire time. I had no idea that you were that kind of person, so I was shocked to find out.
No, you're wrong. I'm telling you. You have it all wrong. All of that's a lie. I never said anything like that. What are you going and making weird assumptions like that for just based on what's essentially hearsay?
Even though I got to read every single one of your WhatsApp conversations with my own eyes, it was definitely you that was talking, no doubt about it. So no matter how many excuses you try to concoct, it's pointless. You won't make me believe otherwise.
What? That man?
And let's take it a step further. The whole reason you wanted to marry Phil is because you were after his money. If you could marry into that money, you thought you'd be able to take it easy from now on.
How many times do I have to say it? That's completely wrong. I didn't want to marry him with those kind of intentions. I wanted to marry him because I truly loved him. I wanted to be together with him not for his money, but for him.
Then what exactly were you doing meeting up with your boyfriend practically every day? Was that proof of your devotion to Phil? What part of you wanting to marry Phil because you loved him included you having to see your ex?
Well,
do you realize that he cared deeply for you? He devoted himself to you, to the point where even when he found out you were cheating on him, he was still willing to forgive you? And guess who basically trampled on that devotion? Well, it was none other than yourself. I hope you realize that.
That's, well, it can't be helped. I mean, he just makes things so boring. He's way too serious, and no matter what, he always puts me first. In comparison, my ex always liked to take the initiative. And in general, he has many more qualities I find attractive in a man.
Then why didn't you just marry your ex if you liked him so much? What reason was there to toy with my brother's heart and try to marry him?
You want to know my reason? Well, it's because my ex barely makes any money. So if I could marry Phil, I'd have plenty of time and money to fool around with him every once in a while playing the part of a good wife to Phil.
I see. Is that right? Then it's totally fine if the wedding is called off then, right? And of course we intend to seek financial compensation from you.
Excuse me? Why the hell are you going to do that for? You didn't charge him anything. So why are you going to do that to me? That's not fair. You're picking favorites.
Hey, don't blame me. That's what Phil decided he wanted to do. It's not playing favorites. Your ex not only provided all of the evidence he had, but he made a proper apology. So how about you? I think you should consider yourself lucky that all you get from all you've done is paying for the trouble you've caused and a wake-up call to reflect on your own actions.
Say what? Don't screw with me. I don't care about your reasoning. No matter how you look at it, this is not fair.
Understand that this shows just how serious your actions were. By the way, we talked to your parents about this. From here on out, we'll only speak to you through a lawyer.
Hey, just wait. No, let me talk to Phil. I'll apologize. Please respond to me. Please.
The wedding ceremony suddenly changed into a glorified dinner party, and things apparently got super awkward. Phil apologized profusely to me while charging Ida for financial compensation. And from her parents, I not only received an apology and financial compensation, but they agreed to cover the full cost of the wedding. As for me, I became able to live in the States again for a while, and Phil's been away from work. So for the first time in a long time, we've become able to spend quality time together, just the two of us. As a result of this whole mess, he was pretty down in the dumps. But he's slowly regaining his spirits day by day. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, give this video a like and subscribe to see more content just like this. Also, don't forget to leave us your thoughts in the comments section below. What did you think? Be sure to let us know. We're looking forward to your responses. See you next time!